They're related. I never knew that, but having been diagnosed with PTSD, I found out they are. Let's talk about it. Okay, PTSD. You see, I thought that was something that military soldiers went through, and of course they do, and first responders, fire, medical, police. You see, my mother, she was a nurse for 40 years, and she had grown accustomed to death all the time in her job. And she would tell me about it, and she was kind of, I don't know how you would say, immune to it. Her saying was, oh yeah, just another one, tag him and bag him. But when you see tag and bag happen to a loved one, which I went through, you don't get immune to something like that. And you don't forget it. So PTSD, I was diagnosed with that right after my wife Heidi passed away, February 23rd, 2024. Actually, on my birthday, March 12th, I saw the diagnosis along with a myriad of other things that I was going through. I never really thought much about PTSD. Then I thought about trauma. That's what it is, basically trauma. And we all go through some kind of trauma in life. Depending how severe it is, it affects us. My trauma, I think, began a long time ago in my childhood. Now, you can Google PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and see how it relates to you and your experiences. My childhood abuse, that's one. And then death, of course, is another. And when I was hit on my Vespa, that is another. And what I tended to do, maybe you do too, is suppress them, keep hidden away. One producer, a very nice lady named Annie, she said, "You keep so much hidden and you seem so bright." Yeah, we all do that, especially when it comes to grief and stress, and because we don't want to be labeled, do we? I don't want to be labeled as someone like, oh, poor him, poor me. I don't need that. I don't want that. I just want to be understood, not misunderstood. I think we all deserve that in life. So I'll relate a little bit of my PTSD. And recently I was diagnosed with acute PTSD by a nurse practitioner, and previously the same thing with another nurse practitioner, along with ADHD and adjustment disorder with depressed mood, all related to death, grief. And what I've come to realize over the years, my father passing away suddenly in 1991, and then finding my mother-in-law dead 2018 on Thanksgiving morning, dead, cold, in a position and a look on her face that'll never leave me. It was horrifying. And again, paramedics came in, walked right on out. I have another episode where I talked about that, so we won't go into details. Then my wife, March 2019, having a heart attack, and then me being hit on my Vespa in December 2019. My mother suddenly passed away in 2020, that's June 14th, and my younger brother suddenly passed away in 2021 around Christmas, and along the way, a few cats and a dog passing away. And these are things that we are supposed to just deal with and then get on with life and move on. But what I think happened with me especially, and tell me if this happened to you, is the accumulation of everything. I'm starting to break down a bit here, so I apologize for that, but I realized I have kept a lot inside over the years, and I've pretended, and I've got some emails from colleagues. I won't say their full names. One, Taylor, Taylor and Lily, talking about how I'm a light. And then another one from Jorge saying, you're so bright. And these people, after I mentioned Heidi's passing recently, I waited quite a long time to do it, see me in a certain way that I don't see myself as this light. And it breaks me every time into tears. Because yes, I do put on a happy face. And I've done it for so long. I finally realized, after so many decades of being alive, we don't need to put that mask on. We don't need to pretend. We can be hurt. We can be wounded. We can be broken. And it's okay to share. And it's okay to feel the way we feel. So here we are on our grief journey. And I really, really hope from all my heart that what I'm saying and relating to you will help you on your grief journey. So whether you're dealing with PTSD or some other diagnosis, I want to wish you well. Until next time, I'm Glenn Darby, and this is Club Grief.